I was having the craziest shower thought the other day about the subconscious mind, and it came to me that who's more awake, me watching a movie and really getting into the movie and getting lost in that, or me during a dream? And I had to sit there for a minute and I was dumbfounded. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize how much I'm opening my subconscious when I'm on TikTok and I'm just like, in like a state of and viewing Instagram and stuff or like a movie or something versus my dream. I feel like I'm almost more awake in my dream, which is really weird. But anyways, point being, today we're going to be talking about the subconscious mind and how to train it a little better and some quick ideas on that because I was really meditating on it and just absolutely in awe at the thoughts that were coming to my mind. And it reminded me of the Napoleon Hill book, Think and Grow Rich. In chapter 12, he says, you cannot entirely control your subconscious mind, but you can voluntarily hand over to it any plans, desires, or purpose which you wish to transform into concrete form. And I started thinking about that and how the vision that the universe, or not even the universe, that society, that culture, that our parents, that our teachers at school has put in our mind, go to college, get a good job, marry, have children. I'm like, how much of that was my choice versus my programming? And granted, I am an animal, so I wanted to reproduce. Like, hello, like that's literally part of us being here. But I started thinking, like, really, how much of like what I think is good and bad actually exists versus is just what I'm told? And I started realizing that all these movies and all this stuff that I'm being taught, like about morality and everything. I heard this quote somewhere that somebody said, people moralize what they can't master. And I wrote it down and I really like kept writing it and tracing it out because it really stuck with my mind. And I was like, oh my gosh, do people moralize what they can't master? Because I feel like that has been true for me a lot. I've made things so moral, like, wow, this person's so good or so bad or blah, 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 blah. But really what only matters is what you choose to do. And I've thought about a lot of things that I've done that were immoral and how much fun I had doing them, which sounds pretty messed up, but I think that's kind of part of life. But I think that that's kind of the truth of reality. Like people want to do what they want to do. And I don't think we should make it a moral issue. Now, do I think some people use their power for bad and like, put facades out and socialize people to want certain things to take advantage of them? Like think about every email campaign you're on. So this is another part on the subconscious mind. I was thinking about all the email chains I used to be on before I had like tapped into minimalism, which you should definitely do. But I used to really follow like or get emails for all these different stores, right? And I wouldn't even realize, but before long, I'd be online shopping on things that I didn't want or need, but I was just locked in. And now that I think about that, I realize that these people are trying to steal my attention and they're infiltrating my subconscious mind every time I get a ping on my phone. Oh, you got a new email or whatever. Even notifications are tapping into your subconscious mind that they need your energy. And then when you log on to the like TikTok and stuff, all of a sudden like TikTok shop comes off. We've all bought something off TikTok shop. Like we are not against or above being influenced. And I just think that I'm starting to realize how deeply my subconscious mind is being like played for. Like everybody wants a piece of my subconscious mind. And now that I'm starting to learn more about the subconscious mind, it's really helping me process the fact that I don't have as much control of it as I'd like. And I want to assert my dominance over it because other people are doing that. And some people are doing it for good. Some people are doing it for bad. But I just want to assert dominance over my awareness and consciousness because I don't want to live a life that other people see as beautiful or whatever. Like, I just don't care. I just want to do what I want to do. And so that's something that I've been thinking a lot about lately. And I think you should too. In the book, it also says this. It alone contains the secret process by which mental impulses are modified and changed into their spiritual equivalent. It alone is a medium through which prayer may be transmuted or transmitted to source capable of answering prayer. So basically, whenever you're thinking about something or whenever, not even when you're thinking about something, but when people can infiltrate your subconscious mind, you're going to create that in your real life. Again, TikTok Shop is a perfect example of how they subtly like play warfare on your subconscious mind. You're subtly getting all these videos about something that you should buy offline. And then next thing you know, you're like, oh, I need that. And then you're buying it. So I think that you don't even think, like some people do pray and they're intentional about what they're praying for or thinking about or wanting. But I think that most people aren't. And so then when like people pray for you, basically I'm about to drop. They pray on you, better said. So you could either be the one praying, asking the universe for what you want, managing your subconscious mind, training your subconscious mind, or you can be prayed on because people know how to use seedlings and drop ideas in your brain to get what they want, which is a tactic that a lot of people use. So I think that you should really be aware of who is dropping things in your subconscious mind. And in this book, it says this. And now that I'm thinking of like people that prey on you and like prayers, it's really sticking to my mind because I get pissed when I start using words and I realize how much they connect together and how we've been using them incorrectly, right? Like tell a vision, television's meant to tell you a vision and you're meant to channel the program that they want you to program. But if we're thinking about that predatory mentality, listen to this quote. The subconscious mind is the intermediary which translates one's prayers into terms which infinite intelligence can recognize, present the message, and bring back answers in the form of definite plans or ideas for procuring the object of the prayer. Now, let's just think about that from like somebody's preying on you kind of perspective. Imagine like politicians, okay? A lot of them prey on your lack of awareness of your subconscious mind, right? They infiltrate your subconscious mind. They make you feel like you're so divided, like we're not all the same, and they make you forget who you are to distract you. When in reality, they are preying on you. And what they're able to do by preying on you is they are able to transform their plans and their ideas faster because they're preying on your energy. They have it and then they can use it and transmute it into whatever they want, which I think is really interesting because the more I meditate on the fact that so many people have preyed on my energy and my life force, and even when I'm on the internet and I feel like for somebody my age, I'm not as addicted as most people, but I'm still pretty addicted. And I think that, well, I don't even want to say I'm addicted because I don't want to feed myself that ideology, but I think a lot of us are very addicted to our phones and we don't realize what they're imprinting in our minds. And I want to be more intentional about what I'm following, what I'm choosing to watch fully on my algorithm, because I'm training my algorithm and it's training me, better said, it's feeding me whatever it is, and that's going to implant seeds in my subconscious mind. Remember, every TikTok you open, every reel you watch, every YouTube video, every podcast you watch is going to plant seeds in your mind. Make sure that whoever you're following, whoever you're listening to is planting seeds that are encouraging, that are beneficial, that are teaching you, that are showing you, that resonate, that feel right. Because if you're simply handing over your subconscious or conscious mind without any awareness of what's being planted in your head, you're going to be like those kids, like the iPad kids, or all of us during COVID when we were all like super addicted to the internet. We're all like at home, like, you know, those kids that are like, they're always like emoting and stuff and doing like their TikTok dances because that's literally their whole brain is just, it's almost like there's this word for it in the Toltec tradition. It's like a ancient Hispanic culture, like an Aztec kind of culture vibes. But they have this word mitote, and my grandma used to say it all the time. Ay, que mitote. And I'd be like, what? And I never understood what it meant until I read the book, The Four Agreements, where he says that there's like a million voices going on in your head at once. Those million voices are competing for attention, for your awareness, for their opinion to be heard, but really the only one that matters is yours. But we are constantly being depleted and sucked of our life force so that you don't know the truth of who you are, so that you are separated from your subconscious mind, so that they infiltrate your defenses, because most of us aren't trained to have any. Your defenses are off and you allow all the outside voices, all the outside opinions to take up space in your head. It's like having an arena of people talking and not being able to hear your voice. But I think it's about time that we grab the microphone in the arena and start singing and being heard and being the voice that overpowers all of them, because we cannot keep being these types of people that just listen to every voice in our head. You have to live life for yourself. You get exactly one. You don't know what the rest of this, well, I believe energy doesn't die. So I'm sure I might become a rock or something. Who knows? But you know that this human form happens once according to our knowledge. So you might as well play it however you want. The more you play the video game and do like I always tell people, like you should be doing all the side quests. Do all the side quests. Have fun, be crazy, do all the side quests, have all the fun, because who cares? Who cares? All right. Your subconscious mind, everybody's baiting for its attention. Everybody wants it. You deserve whatever you want. Go live your life, go have fun, and stop letting everybody infiltrate your mind, especially people on social media. If you feel like you are ready to take charge of like the reins back of your mental scape, if you think that you want to take the reins back on your financial awareness and the way you view money and like having a different idea around that, if you want to take the reins back on your emotions and stop being so up and down and high and low and peaks and valleys, then please follow my channel. I'm going to be teaching you guys all sorts of stuff. I'm going to teach you everything school did not teach you. I was in the education system for the past 30 years, okay? And I learned a lot, but I didn't learn about these topics that I'm going to be touching on. And I cannot wait to teach you, because this is the stuff that I wish school would have taught me. I've not used PEMDAS very much in my lifetime, okay? So point being, can't wait to have you guys here with me. Come learn all the stuff that school won't teach you, because they want to keep you from yourself and your true essence.